Welcome to Master Your LinkedIn Profile and Building Your Connection Network. Today we're going to walk through 9 steps that will elevate your LinkedIn profile to an all-star status, and then 6 actions that you can take immediately to grow your connection network on LinkedIn. My name is Beth Johnston, and I'm the founder and CEO of Social Bridges. We are a Denver-based social media marketing and training firm. Our motto is, we bridge the gap between your brand and your audience through social media. I received my MBA from the University of Denver, and I've obtained a professional certification in social media management. Please connect with me on LinkedIn if you have a LinkedIn profile already. I'd love to connect with you there. As many professionals have already found, using LinkedIn as a networking tool can really help you remain connected to your current sphere of influence and expand your network of contacts, clients, leads, and referral partners. So why does this matter? What is LinkedIn? LinkedIn is by far the world's largest online professional networking site. It has over 433 million users in over 200 countries, and 128 million of these users are in the US alone. This is as of April of this year. LinkedIn adds 2 new members every second, so there's probably a good chance your current and future clients, colleagues are all using LinkedIn in some capacity. It also puts you in the good company of people with very impressive credentials. The average LinkedIn member is college educated, 43-year-old, making $107,000 a year. There are equal number of men and women using LinkedIn. LinkedIn is 277% more effective for lead generation than any other social site. As a matter of fact, it has a visitor to lead conversion rate of almost 3%, which is 3 times higher than both Facebook and Twitter. And I believe you can be very effective in less time, and far less time than it takes on the other social networking platforms, for sure. So just like networking in person, when networking on LinkedIn, first impressions absolutely count. So it's critical that your LinkedIn profile not only makes a good impression, but it's easy to find and it's memorable. Did you know that your LinkedIn profile typically appears in the first 5 listings when people Google your name on Google? So now we're going to cover how to create a LinkedIn profile that gets results in just 9 steps. But please stay tuned to the very end. I have a very special offer for those of you who have participated on this webinar today. So step 1, complete your profile completely. Making a good first impression on LinkedIn begins with having a completely filled-in professional profile. Your profile is not just an uploaded copy of your resume. It's a sales and marketing tool that you can use to stay in front of your current connections and make new ones. So the only thing worse than not having a profile on LinkedIn is having an incomplete one. According to LinkedIn, having a completed profile provides you with a 40% greater chance for networking success. And when it comes to search results, LinkedIn is more likely to rank completed profiles over partially finished ones. LinkedIn will rate how you complete your profile by its profile strength gauge. Now we're going to go through the parts of your profile that are the most critical to this particular profile strength rating. So step 2 is to upload a professional profile picture. And I will stress professional. If you don't have a photo, you need to get one. You absolutely do not want to be an egghead. Profiles without photos are thought to be inactive. As a matter of fact, adding a professional photo on your profile will make you 14 times more likely to be found on LinkedIn. Your photo should be square, from 200 by 200 to 500 by 500 pixels. It should be a professional looking photo, no distracting backgrounds, no sunglasses or hats that hide your face, and I recommend a close-up and a nice big smile. That's a picture of my husband down in the bottom right-hand corner. Isn't he cute? If he realized I used his LinkedIn profile photo for this webinar, he would absolutely kill me. Okay, so step 3 is going to be to brainstorm your keywords. Think of the people search function on LinkedIn as the Google search for professionals. If you want to show up at the top of the search results, you need to use your keywords throughout your profile. So Brainstorm your keywords or two-word phrases that your ideal client would use if they were searching on Google for someone who does what you do. So for example, if you were a financial advisor, your keywords would consist of, finance, financial advisor as a keyword, as a two-word phrase, financial services, maybe expert or consultant, income strategy, retirement, 401k, all of the things that you see in this collage here are keywords that you're going to want to document. So you're going to want to identify the top 3 keywords or two-word phrases that you would absolutely like to be found under during search. These are your primary keywords. Then you're going to identify the next 15 or 20 more that you may use less often, but you're always going to use them consistently through all of your profiles, not just on LinkedIn. So save these keywords, write them down. We're going to use them on LinkedIn throughout the profile development, and we'll also use them on other social media profiles as well. Okay, step 3, a continuation of step 3 actually. We're going to show the 5 places that you can sprinkle the keywords throughout your profile. The first place that you can insert these keywords is your headline. The second is your summary. The third is in job titles. The fourth is in your job description. And last, in the skills section. Now, we're going to touch on each of these areas in just a bit more detail. So step 4 would be to customize that professional headline. The headline that appears below your name is an absolutely critical part of your profile, and it's the first impression. It really is. It's included on every reference about you on the site and in search results. It comes up along with your name. You have only 120 characters to attract your target market's attention. Encourage them to click through to your profile. You want to stand out here, or people are really just going to move on. Think of your headline as a networking introduction, not a job title. What do you help your clients with? Make it catchy and definitely make it keyword rich. So instead of saying something like financial consultant, you might say Denver area financial planning expert or financial advisor that specializes in retirement planning. Separate the keywords for readability and for searchability as well, using something like these hash marks that are shown here, the up and down lines that I call hash marks. So step 5 is to humanize your summary. After the headline, the summary is the single most important part of your profile. You have 2,000 characters here to tell your story. So don't make this a boring bio. It's really okay to show some personality here. And it's the one free-form field on LinkedIn where you can actually speak to the reader in a human voice. So write it in the first person. That really helps to make it human. You could start by telling a story or adding one of your client testimonials. Explain what you do in a sense of what problem you solve for your clients. And then end it with a call to action with your contact information there at the end as well. And again, don't forget to use your keywords throughout your summary. This is the place where you can really be creative with how you use the extended list that we created in step 3. Include media if you've got it, videos, photos, ebooks. If you've written any white papers, you can also link them in the summary section here. So step 6 then is to keyword load your current and past work history in the experience section of your profile. The work experience section has 3 fields for each job: the title, the company name, and the description. You can add your keywords to both the title and the description. In the title field, try to be very descriptive and specific, and again, use your keywords, okay? So one tip, there's really no reason to include your company name as part of your title because it appears just below. Instead, make better use of that 100-character limit and be more descriptive and stick in a few more keywords there as well. The job description field has a 1,000-character limit, so explain your job, responsibilities, and your results while definitely sprinkling in your keywords here. Again, you want to be searchable and rememberable. So step 7 then is to customize your public LinkedIn URL. When you first set up your LinkedIn account, a URL is assigned to your profile that typically includes some combination of your name followed by a bunch of meaningless numbers. So be sure to change this. It makes your profile look far more professional, and it's way easier to share. It's also easier to remember. This is the URL that you can include in your email signature or anywhere else you'd really like to share it. I just suggest that using your name, if it's available, it helps your profile show up in search engine results like Google. If your name isn't available, you can do like I did here, Beth E. Johnston, add a middle initial or a combination of, you know, your first and middle names. There's a realtor in Texas that got to my name before I could. She got Beth Johnston, so I had to use Beth E. Johnston. I just suggest you get in there and reserve your name as soon as possible. So step 8 is to add your skills and expertise in the endorsement sections of your profile. You can pick up to 50 skills from the LinkedIn database, so try to use all 50 of them if you can. People who list their skills in their profile are 13 times more likely to be viewed. Again, this is keyword centric, so use the list that we created in step 3 and think about every professional skill that you want to promote and list it here. You can rearrange the skills so the ones that you would like to feature appear at the top. A great feature LinkedIn offers to people who are connected to one another is the ability to endorse each other for the skills that they've listed. So you want to make sure that the skills you've selected here are really in alignment with your personal branding objectives. Okay, so step 9 is everything else. To complete your profile, fill in your education, any interests you have, perhaps honors and awards you've received, maybe any organizations that you belong to, definitely any publications you've written, and certifications you received. Those are important. What's also really critical is any volunteering you've done or causes that you support. And then, of course, you want to fill in the advice for contacting you, the different ways that people can reach you. That's very critical as well. So that's it. You should now have a completely built-in, professional, searchable LinkedIn profile. So what's next? Well, now you can search for and add connections. You can ask for recommendations. You can post status updates. You can join any relevant groups. And you can use LinkedIn to network and grow your personal brand exponentially. So let's just recap real quick, all right? 9 steps to optimizing your LinkedIn profile. First, fill out your profile completely. Second, you want to make sure you upload a professional profile photo. Third, brainstorm your keywords. Keep a list of them and always use the top 2 or 3 that you at the top of that list there. 4, you want to customize that professional headline using those top 1 or 2 or 3 keywords that you brainstormed. 5, you want to humanize your summary section, speaking in the first person voice. 6, definitely keyword load your work history in both the job title and job description fields. 7, customize that public LinkedIn URL. Don't leave it with all those ambiguous numbers after, so it's easier to find. 8, add your skills and arrange them according to your personal branding objectives. And 9 is everything else. So now that you've built a completely optimized profile, it's time to go connect with people. Why? Because your connections are your network, and your network is what makes LinkedIn work for you. While you don't have to connect with anyone and everyone, just keep in mind that LinkedIn judges a member's importance based on his or her connections. The more first-level connections you have means you'll show up in more searches, and that means you'll be seen by more potential clients and more referral partners. I honestly recommend that you set an initial goal of getting 500 first-level connections. So let's talk about how to build your connection network. So there's a right way and a wrong way to invite someone to connect. Whatever you do when you invite someone to connect, do not use LinkedIn's generic invitation form. Take the time to send a personalized invitation because most members want to know why you wish to connect with them. If you are members of the same group or you have connections in common, you met at a conference maybe or a networking event, or you just found their profile of interest, let them know that when you go to connect with them. You cannot personalize invitations sent using the mobile LinkedIn app, so make sure you use your desktop or your laptop when you invite someone to connect. Also note that in some functions, when you're given the option to connect with someone, it automatically sends out that generic form. So when in doubt, just go directly to someone's profile like I have here, click on the connect button on their profile page, and this will allow you to personalize the invitation. Yeah, don't use this generic, delete that generic message and type your personal message there on how you know them or why you want to connect with them. All right, now that you know how to send invitations, here are 6 ways to find people to actually connect with on LinkedIn. The first way is to use the see who you already know on LinkedIn. If you already have a lot of business contacts in your email database, you can easily import them into LinkedIn using the See Who You Already Know feature. You can access this feature by clicking on Add Contacts under that pull-down menu under the My Network on the main navigation bar there. Once you've uploaded your contact list, LinkedIn will identify the contacts that are already on LinkedIn via the email address that's in your database. So LinkedIn will give you the option of sending out multiple invitations at once you've uploaded your database. Don't do this because it will send out that generic invitation that we poo-pooed on the first step. Instead, review the list. Just invite only those people that you want to connect with by sending them an individualized, personalized message. Another way to build your connection network is to use the People You May Know feature. This feature on LinkedIn uses an algorithm to display people that they think you might want to connect with based on your network of connections that you have already, what their connections are, perhaps your current and past work history, and the schools that you've attended. You can view the People You May Know feature in the right-hand column of your home or profile page or on your invitations page. And from here, you can invite someone to connect right on this page, but don't use the connect button there. Instead, hover over their picture or their name. Wait for this box to appear. It just pops up right when you hover over their name. This will allow you to personalize that message, as we've talked about so many times. The third way to find folks to connect with is to take a look at the who's viewed your profile that's located in the right-hand column on your home or profile page. Is it someone you've already met or you already know? Or it could be a hot prospect, a referral partner, or some sort of business connection. If his or her profile looks like someone you want to add as a connection, do it. In your personalized invitation, you could say something about that you noticed that they viewed your profile and inquire as to whether there was a particular reason or maybe there's something that you can help them with. Fourth, you're going to want to use groups to connect with people. This is probably one of the easiest way to expand your network. You can join groups that are in your own industry, perhaps in your geographic location, maybe in your ideal client's industry, maybe groups that that your target prospects are already members of, alumni groups, groups for small business owners, or join a group that's focused on something you might want to learn about or just interested in, not necessarily on a professional level. A big advantage to being a group member is that even though LinkedIn restricts who you can reach out to when you have the free account, with your fellow group members, you can view their profiles, you can message them, and you can invite them to connect. So this is a really sneaky way by joining groups to connect with people that you necessarily have a relationship with already. The fifth way to build your connection network is to use the advanced search function. You can easily use this to find prospects, referral partners, perhaps local business owners, or people in a particular company. You can use keywords, job titles, or search by zip codes and filter by industry. You can find people you share a connection with but aren't already connected to. Select the second level connection under the relationship filter. When you see the connections you share in common, you can mention their names in an invitation along with why you want to connect with them. Fifth, to build your connection network, everyone else. Use that basic people search function on LinkedIn to easily find people by name. Maybe you want to invite some colleagues, old classmates, current clients, maybe coworkers that you have in the past and the present. Invite people that you met at a networking event recently, at conferences or trade shows, all the business cards that you've collected. Make it easy for people to connect with you by adding your personal LinkedIn URL to your email signature, on your business cards, on your website, and all your other social media profiles. And that's it. You should now have a network of colleagues, of clients, of business professionals, referral partners, and prospects. So what's next? Now you can start building relationships with all of these connections, sending messages, getting involved in group discussions, posting status updates, liking, commenting, and sharing on your connections updates. You know that your LinkedIn profile is your key to professional personal branding strategy, right? So, however, it really doesn't matter who you are or what you do. It's really not easy to write about yourself. Besides, it can be super overwhelming to find the time or the inclination to complete your LinkedIn profile on your own. It's time to transform that LinkedIn profile into a powerful career tool that spotlights your skills, all of your experience, and impresses your network of connections. The good news is you don't have to do it alone. I have a team of professional personal branding writers who will work directly with you to create a unique professional profile that builds your brand and helps you achieve your goals. We will take the time to learn about you and your goals and to create a strategic profile that really performs. Best of all, we do all the work. We'll write the profile and even upload it for you if you'd like. We know how to brand you as an expert and to help you connect with your target audience. So what's included in this LinkedIn Makeover package? Well, first, we'll learn about you from our professional branding questionnaire. You will complete it and send it back to us along with your resume. Then we'll schedule a 30-minute interview session, either by phone or Skype, to learn more about you and what really makes you tick. This is where we work together to determine your unique professional story. Third, we're going to organically optimize your profile with the right keywords to help your profile get found and seen by the right people. We optimize according to, again, your specific LinkedIn goals. Then we'll take all that information that we've gathered from your questionnaire, your interview session, and we're going to create a unique and compelling profile that speaks to your target audience. Then once your profile is written, we're going to reconnect with you to present your new professionally written profile. We'll review it with you. We'll make any edits or revisions necessary and make sure your objectives are achieved. Lastly, we can either upload your profile directly to LinkedIn for you, or we'll just provide it to you in a template. Most LinkedIn profile writing services charge anywhere between $600 and $1,200 to do a service like this. We at Social Bridges provide this service for just $497. But as a special offer, if you're one of the 12 people to sign up today, we're offering a full LinkedIn profile makeover for just $397. That is amazing. Again, what you're going to receive, a professional branding questionnaire that you're going to complete and send back to us along with your resume. We'll have an interview session to determine your unique professional story. We'll organically optimize your profile with the right keywords to help your profile get found and seen by the right people. Then we'll take all that information that we've been gathered along the way and create a unique and compelling profile that speaks to your target audience. We'll review it with you and make any edits or revisions necessary to make sure your objectives are achieved. And lastly, we'll either upload it for you or give it to you in a template, all for just $397. So to sign up for this great program and secure the price of $397, please visit bit.ly/socialbridgesli. Again, it's bit.ly/socialbridgesli. And ensure the S, the B, and the LI are all capitalized when you type in this URL. And again, here's everything that you will receive. Visit bit.ly/socialbridgesli. It was such a pleasure to be on this webinar with you today. Please connect with me on LinkedIn and stay in touch. If you have any questions whatsoever, please don't hesitate to send me an email at beth@socialbridges.biz. Thank you for your time. I hope to hear from you soon.
Perfect.